What is up, everybody? It's just a random stream. There we go. That I'm doing today. Had some free time, so decided to do like a live Q&A. I have been in Korea for 15 months now, 16 months. Let me tell you, I feel burnt out. Bring the microphone closer. I feel burnt out. I feel so exhausted all the time. The tempo here is just ridiculous. Just go, 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 go. I know that right now the time difference kind of sucks because it's 6:51 p.m. over here, which means it's 5:51 East Coast time back in the States. So people are probably sleeping or they might just be getting up for work, but I'm just gonna make this video, put it out. It's all good. I'm tired. I want to leave so bad, simply because the tempo of how much work there is here and how little time there is to get things done is burning me out, to be honest, as it does with a lot of other soldiers here. Although we have the opportunity to go off post and enjoy life and explore Korea and their culture, which is great. The food here is great. A lot of the Korean people are really friendly. They're super nice, and they love the fact that we're here. However, I'm going through my own problems right now with my pay and the army, so that's kind of hindering me from just kind of enjoying Korea, which is fine. I'm more of an in-body anyways. I like to stay indoors, go to the gym, come home, do what I have to do, and kind of call it a day. But it's not just that, it's not just the tempo and how much there is to do and how little time there is to do it. It's the super high turnaround rate. We get a soldier for 1 year, then they're gone. And by the time they in process, which means, they onboard, and the time they offboard or, PCS move, we get maybe a good 6 to 7 months work out of them, because the transition does take time and they have to take care of whatever it is that they're going through back home, or to get out of here. What's also killing me is my family. I haven't seen my son for almost 2 years now. And to be honest, that's really killer. It's really like killing my motivation, because even though I FaceTime him and we text each other all the time, I miss him like crazy. My wife recently left Korea as well. She moved back to the States, so I'm here all by myself. And I haven't made a video. I made one last week, but just goofing around. I haven't made a video in 7 months. 7 months. I have been going through a lot of stuff over here. And it's been really just rough. It's been a rough 7-8 months, but I kind of just want to start creating content again. Just kind of get out there and just be me. You know what I mean? Be real and not try to be super happy all the time and super excited and joyful and everything is great, because sometimes not everything is great. Sometimes life just be kicking us in the teeth, and that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just we have to continue to push forward, and hopefully we have a good system of friends that and support system that are going to be there for us when we do go through things, because sometimes life is rough. It just be getting rough out there. But I start leave here in a couple of days, and I'm not going back to the States. I'm just taking some time off. So I could sleep in, not get called from work, not have to go to work, and I could just kind of do whatever I want for the next 15 days, which is something that I think I desperately need, honestly, right now, because like I said, I'm just really tired. It's so repetitive and so over the top, the amount of work that gets done over and over and over. Excuse me. it's it's tiring. It's really tiring. It's taking a toll on my body. Up until recently, I would say just this weekend, I couldn't sleep more than 3 4 hours every night for several months, and it was I don't know how I stayed functioning, to be honest. Um, I was sleeping about 3.5 4 hours every night. I would try to go to bed early, but then I would wake up randomly, and if I went to bed late, I would still wake up randomly. No matter what, I would wake up around 3 or 3:30 in the morning every day. And by the time I got tired enough to go back to sleep, I had to start getting ready for work. So it was pretty brutal. Uh-oh. It was pretty brutal. And I think this time off, this leave is going to be really helpful and useful. Yep, it unfroze a little bit. Really helpful and useful um, to just kind of getting back in the groove and a good mental state. I started going back to therapy because I thought that it wasn't helping. I thought that I could just if I could just hold it in, you know what I mean, and not talk about it, that I would be fine. Um, like whatever was going on up here, and like all the doubt and insecurities and um, self-doubt right about myself. But I started going back to therapy, and my therapist started coaching me again and giving me some really good advice, which is kind of what I needed. I think I just needed some good advice because life's been just punching me in the face nonstop. But there's a lot more to it than just that. There's the stuff that I'm going through financially with the Army, being away from my family, trying to stay focused on work and trying to stay focused on my home life, which is very difficult because my wife and I were 13 hours apart. I am 13 hours ahead of her. So when I'm going to bed, she's getting ready for work. And when I'm getting ready for work, she's going to bed. So it's really hard for us to interact throughout the day, even though we do FaceTime each other a lot and we share a lot of moments together as much as we can. It's very difficult, because as my workday is getting going, she's starting to wind down and taking care of the dogs and just living. Speaking of the dogs, the new member of the family, right? We named him Kratos. It just happened by pure happenstance. Pure happenstance. My wife and I were talking on video chat, and we see on the security camera that there's a dog stumbling into our backyard, right? And I could tell it's a big dog, and I'm like, oh my god, that thing might be aggressive, it might have rabies, this and that. What if it attacks our other dogs? And da 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 da. My wife, being the gentle-hearted person that she is, and I am too. I love animals, right? But I don't know this dog from nothing. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how I was raised. I don't know if it's aggressive. Anyway, she brings it in, and it's a purebred American bully, which is a beautiful dog. It's kind of short, stubby legs, big head, big neck, a lot of muscles, right? And I've always wanted one, or a pit bull. And I'm pretty upset. I'm like, no, don't take the dog in. What if it has rabies? What if it bites the other dogs? Blah, blah, blah. Turns out to be a complete sweetheart, like the gentlest creature ever. But you could tell he wasn't treated very well. He escaped, I'm assuming. And, my wife gave him a bath, and he got rid of a bunch of dirt on him, cleaned out his ears, fed him, gave him water. You could tell he was really hungry and really thirsty, right? Because I guess he was wandering around all day in the middle of the heat, right? The South heat in South America, not South America, the southern part of America. And and I wasn't very happy, right? Because I'm like, I don't know this dog, but whatever, right? I played along with it, and I could see how gentle he was, and how much she liked him, and how much he responded to her in a very positive way. So anyway, we go to the vet. We try to see if he's chipped. It's not chipped. We wait some time. We try to, say, hey, we lost a dog. It's an American bully. It wandered into our backyard. Nobody's responded. I think like about 5, 6, 7 days later. I don't remember. we decided, hey, let's keep him. He's gorgeous. He's friendly. And we've always I've always wanted an American Bully or a Pit Bull, and it's purebred. So we just took him to the vet. Well, she just took him to the vet recently, had all his shots that he needed to get. And now he's ours. Now he's a big teddy bear. He's a big teddy bear. He weighs about 92 to 95 pounds. That's a big boy. That is a big boy. But I'm telling you, I love the fact that he's so friendly and he's so gentle. Truly very, very like friendly dog. You know, there's so far nothing wrong with him. He doesn't really listen too well, right? Because he kind of likes to just run off and do his own thing. But it is what it is. So she has to walk him around in a leash. We named him Kratos, right? And I looked at the definition. It just means the personification of strength, which I think is pretty cool and badass. So I'm excited to get home and to meet Kratos. Obviously, I want to see my son so desperately. His birthday passed recently. He turned 10, and we talked on his birthday through video chat, and kept asking me, Dad, when are you gonna come? When can I see you? And I didn't have an answer for him because I live right now. I'm living in South Korea, and he's living back in the United States, and flights are not cheap. And everything that's going on with the Army and my pay issue, I can't afford to go fly to him. So that's really hurtful to me as a father. It doesn't make me feel very good that I can't be there for him as much as I should and as much as I want to. But hopefully when I get back, I can make up for it and try to spend as much time as I can with him, because I could tell he really misses me, and God knows I really miss him. And he's always saying, Dad, just quit the Army. Just quit the Army, get another job. And it's not that easy, not anymore, right? The Army is all done by contracts, by how many years you sign to serve. Now, I have made 13 years this year serving this country. So when I re-enlisted this last time, I had to re-enlist what is called indefinitely, which means there's no set amount of time and how long I have to serve. So in order for me to retire at 20 years, I only have 6-7 years left. I'm coming up on 14 years next year in the summertime. So I'm almost done. And I can't just quit. I can't really drop what they call drop, right? I can't really submit a retirement packet because I can't retire at 13 years. So, I tell them, buddy, it's not that easy. It's a little more complicated than just quitting and getting another job. But what I was able to do was I was able to work with my branch managers, which are the people that kind of control to an extent of where you're able to move, right? So I was able to talk to them and coordinate for me to get stationed closer to him, significantly closer. Before I was in Colorado, and it was about a 21-hour drive one way without stopping. Obviously, that's impossible. You got to stop for naps. You got to stop for gas. You got to stop for bathroom breaks. You got to stop to rest, right? So it would take me a little over a day to get to him, and then a little over a day to bring him back if I was going to have him for like Christmas or something. So it made it very difficult to see him more than just once a year. And now I've been here coming up on 16 months. I haven't seen him in that entire time. So it is really difficult for me. And this place is kind of just burning me out. The time difference and the separation from my family, the pay issues, the work tempo. Luckily, my wife's amazing. She's emotionally like really holding it down for me, helping me out, right, with a lot of my insecurities and a lot of the stuff that I have to work through. And I have a lot of really good support here, right? My first sergeant is a pastor, so I talk to him on a very regular basis. I have a lot of good friends that give really good, phenomenal advice, and sometimes just listen to me. Sometimes I just need to talk, right? And I know I've been gone for a while. I haven't really made any ASMR content, and to be honest, right now I don't think I will for a while, just because it's not something I want to do right now. I kind of just want to stream and talk, maybe react to videos and engage with you guys a little bit more one-on-one if that's even possible. But like I said, right now it's 6 a.m. Eastern time, so I don't even know if any of you guys are awake. That means if I want to stream, let's say at 10 p.m., it would be 10 p.m. y'all's time. It would be 11 a.m. my time the next day. And that's usually about the time that my wife and I try to spend some time together on video chat, maybe watch a movie together, share some funny memes, or just talk about our day, what's coming up, what we did. So yeah, this is right now there's one person watching. Thank you to that one person watching. I hope you guys see this video and realize that, you know, I haven't abandoned you guys, and I thank you guys for not abandoning me. It's just sometimes you have to take a step back and take care of yourself, all right, before you can take care of others. And that's what I had to do. I'm slowly getting to a place where I can kind of openly talk about what is going on up here. But I don't think I'm kind of ready there yet to share it with the whole world and strangers, because it's pretty hard to like be that vulnerable and open to strangers, right? So I'm open to the idea of doing that. As you can tell, I haven't quit nicotine. I did quit Monsters though. I did quit Monsters. I haven't had a Monster in a couple of days, and before that I haven't had a Monster for a long time. I don't remember how long. My wife and I came to an agreement that that I can have a Monster once a paycheck, simply because it had so much sugar and it's really not great for you, you know. And I got to the point where if I didn't drink it, I would get massive headaches from withdrawals, and just it was painful for me. But I did quit those. Right now I'm going through like some physical issues. I don't know what happened. I pulled my back somehow. My low back hurts. I ran today and I ran fine and I felt great. I tried to work on my legs and it was killing me. It hurts right now. I still been going to jiu-jitsu twice a week if work lets me. I got my first stripe in my white belt, I think last month, which took forever, man. My son kept throwing it in my face. He's got 3 stripes. I got 1 stripe. He throws it in my face, but I love it. I'm very proud of him. Super happy that he's progressing and he found the sport that he enjoys. His mother and I tried everything. We tried soccer, football, literally t-ball, and he didn't like any of those. He enjoyed it for a little bit and then he stopped. But jiu-jitsu, he has fallen in love, which I think is great. I think it's a great confidence builder, and it's always good to know self-defense. I've also started going to what they call a striking class, which is basically just kickboxing. They'll teach you techniques on Tuesday, and then on Thursday, you just spar for an hour. You rotate through people and you spar. What it's taught me is that it's a very humbling experience to get punched in the face. In the famous words of Mike Tyson, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And that is very true. There are some more experienced fighters in there with a lot more flexibility in their kicks. I've been kicked in the head. I've been punched in the nose and got a pretty big nose. It feels still kind of bruised from last week. I've been punched in the stomach, but luckily, like, they teach you the techniques on how to strike and tense your stomach, so when you do get punched, it doesn't knock the wind out, right? And you could kind of see where they're going and what they're doing. But it's all a learning experience. Everyone that goes to those classes are service members, so they're not trying to take your head off. They're going at maybe 50%, you know? But it's still pretty humbling to get punched in the face. And it kind of feels good to know that, okay, at least I could take a punch from this individual. Oh, we froze again. Oh no. It's pretty humbling to know that I could take a punch from an individual that's much faster, much stronger, much taller, with longer arm length than me. And that I could close that distance and kind of return the favor a little bit. So I think I've been rambling on for like 20 minutes. I think that's straight. No one's really asking me questions because, you know, like I said, it's 6 a.m. back home, so I don't think anybody's up. But this is just a video. just to get talking, get the conversation going about mental health, about why I'm ready to leave Korea, about some of the things that I've been up to, and some of the stuff in the future. Right now, I'm planning to go home whenever my time comes, and I'm super excited to see my wife, to see my son. I haven't seen my parents in about 15 months as well, 16 months. So it's rough. It's very rough. I miss them tremendously. And, you know, at least my wife has the dogs to cuddle with and to play with, and I'm here. Oh yeah, check it out. So I got a bruise there. That's going away. It's almost gone now, but it was bad. That was from jiu-jitsu. And then I got like a little baby one right here, also from jiu-jitsu, because, you know, they grab your skin and you get all bruised up. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a black eye yet, to be honest. But I'll continue this path of betterment, you know, just to improve myself. That's something that the therapist and I talked about. You know, I feel like I always have to continue to move forward and kind of just like progress, or else I feel like I'm wasting away. And it's kind of leading to a mild depression if I don't reach a certain goal that I've set for myself. Even if I haven't written it down or even subconsciously had set it for myself, I feel like I'm just kind of failing. And it's been a little detrimental to my mental health, right? Because there's just so much going on. We're just kind of scratching the surface of it, but I'm not going to reveal everything simply because I do want to keep some things private, you know. But just know that I'm still here. I'm alive. I'm still good, you know. Therapy's helped. Talking to my pastor and my friends here have helped. Going to jiu-jitsu and the fighting class has helped. But I'll continue to hopefully make progress in the right direction and not regress into how I was feeling before I stopped making videos, because I was just really down, really just not in a good headspace whatsoever. So I'll leave you guys with this. It is not a sign of weakness to ask for help. I've had to start to practice what I preach, because I'm one to not ask for help. I don't like asking for help. I think that I can do it on my own. And I realize that sometimes you can't. Sometimes you do need help. And sometimes you need to reach out to somebody. So if you're feeling down and you feel like you've been there for a while and nothing that you're doing is working, ask for some help. I promise you, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to judge you. And if someone does judge you, they're not your friend. You don't need those people in your life if they are going to judge you. All right. You don't. Well, there we go. You don't need those people in your life. That looks better, huh? That yellow looks much better. You don't need those people in your life. You need people that are going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts, but that are ultimately going to give you guidance and an assistance however they can. So, with that said, this is ASMR Soldier, and this has been a not ASMR video. Stay positive, stay happy, do what makes you happy, all right? And no matter what you're going through, I promise you that tomorrow the sun will come up and you're just going to have to deal with it. That's really bad advice. But what I'm trying to say is, like, the sun's going to come up tomorrow, right? And if you wake up tomorrow, that just means it's another opportunity to be great. All right. Whatever it is you're going through, there's two outcomes. You can fix it or you can't. All right. If you can't fix it, don't worry about it. If you can fix it, then move towards fixing it. Thank you guys for sticking around for the last like 7-8 months that I haven't posted anything. Thank you for all your support. Remember, Patreon's still up. I barely posted on there, but I do. Froze again, dang it. But I'm still pretty active on the Snapchat tier. If you want to talk to me more one-on-one, you can on the Snapchat tier. You guys have a great day, night, whatever time you're watching this, all right? Just know that you're great, and to ask for help, seek help always. There's no shame in it, all right? Especially if you're a guy, because we get shamed for it It makes us feel weak, and that's what I was going through. So don't do that. Don't do that. Ask for help. I promise you it's worth it. You guys take care, and peace out. Love you guys.